Hi, this is Queenie Yu. I'm with Asim Syed, who is running for trustee for the York Region District School Board. Asim, welcome to Bullet Point News.
Thank you so much, Queenie.
So, you're running for trustee in the York Region District School Board. Have you worked in educational administration before?
That's a great question. So I'm working with my background is in education. So I worked as a teacher and worked in the policy development at a private school in York Region. And now that I'm working with the education, so my interest grew in education, and now I'm also responsible to bring the STEAM education to our community of Stouffville.
Great. What are some of the guiding ethics and principles that you practice that would help our Stouffville voters with their decision?
That's another great question. So, based on my professional experience, I will be bringing in more of the strategic planning, academic development, accountability, which is on top of my list, collaboration with the education team, collaboration with the other board members, collaboration with the staff, bringing my team management skills and effective communication skills. I think that this is one of the things at which our community is mainly looking for, and I think that that's one of the things which I have mentioned in my platform is open communication to the people of Stouffville, open communication for the people of Aurora.
Great. What main concerns will you address for the people of Stouffville who attend primary and high schools?
That one is a great question as well. So what I am looking for is there are some points, major issues that which I have, or I should not be saying as major issues. Those are more of the concerns that I'm prepared to advocate for, and the one which is on the excuse me, which is on the top of the list is investing more in mental health care programs. Yes, we do have. Don't get me wrong. The York region has a great program of mental health care, but this is something that which we really need to have. It's a huge need ever since pandemics hit, and I think that we need to invest more. We also need to find funds or some funds for special programs, which we have in our York region. York region basically offers our York district school board, sorry, offers a specialist high skill major, which is more of a trade program. That trade program, nobody, no, most of the parents don't even know about that program over here in the community of Stouffville. So that's something that which you really do need to promote. That if somebody wants to be an electrician, that's a great trade to go for, but those services or those programs are not offered at our high school. Another two things which I have also have mentioned in my platform is to continue emphasizing on financial literacy, computer skills, technological advances which are coming. So promote those areas more in our curriculum. And of course, the most important one, which of course I'm pretty sure that every candidate is going to be mentioning, is to promote the equity, promote diversity, and promote inclusion in our values, integral values of education.
Stouffville District Secondary School is currently at capacity in terms of numbers of students. The Catholic school is opening next September. Will this be enough to address future overcrowding concerns?
Definitely, yes. I think that is something Stouffville is growing very fast and quick. And I think that that's something to bring it to the team, bring it to the board, and bring it to the director of education that our concerns about that the population is growing. So there is more need to it, and there has to be a plan in action. And of course, if we cannot open the school next year, it takes time in planning, but we need to put something in place in trying to predict that because we get the information from the town, the way the population would be, how the population will look like in the next 5 to 10 years. So we need to have the plan for the next 5 to 10 years.
How will you engage and empower our parents to participate in the decision-making process?
That's a great question. Of course, it's as being part of the trustees, it's not one person's voice. Of course, that is it's a voice of the whole 13 members that who are representing the whole York District Board. The way I'm going to be communicating with the community is that it's keep it open communication. Have the different channels to communicate. Have the social media, for example, for them to communicate. So there has to be some path that it's which they can communicate with me or with the board at a more open level, at a more transparent level.
What about empowering our students in the decision-making process?
That one comes through the student council because they have the student council as well, which plays a big, huge role as part of the board. They will be bringing those advocating for the students. However, parents, I think, are going to be the main voice for the children, for their kids, and I think that it's we have to emphasize on that part of having the communication with the community members and as well as with the parents.
When you're advocating on behalf of our Stouffville parents and students, what will be the priorities?
The top priorities which I have, which I put it down as my five reasons. The first one is to bring a strong voice to Stouffville community, and what that means is that whatever the changes happen, once again, those are not one person change. I cannot bring myself the whole change on my own because it's a teamwork which is done at the board level. However, any changes which happen needs to be communicated to the parents, needs to be communicated to the Stouffville community that what decision was made related to the budget, what decision was made when the cut downs came from the Ministry of Education. Those all things needs to be communicated to the parents, needs to be come through the trustee, which is their role to keep that communication open. Another one is to which I have is to work with the team to ensure that we have the continuous improvement in our programs, in our curriculum. We have the accountability, we have the transparency, um, and keep on fostering this whole channel of open communication with the parents as well as with local community. One of the roles of the school board trustee like is to work with the educational team using strategic direction in support of approving policies which are very very essential for student achievement, for student learning, for their well-being, and also bring the policies which we talked about, or which the policies which we work on, will be the budget and the allocation of resources. So that's a very important part of the role of the trustee, which they have to bring to the table and have that communication with the community, with the parents, and where they will know that what is needed, what is, as you mentioned before, that we need a new school for a new high school in Stouffville, and that's something we go back for many, many years at which we are asking for. But was it communicated at the board level? Was it communicated with the director? So those were the things that we should have been brought to the table long time ago.
What do you want to say to undecided voters?
Another great question. What I would like to tell them is that every vote counts. It doesn't matter that who you vote for. Go out and vote. Do your research, do your homework, find out about the candidate, what they stand for. There are a lot of small things at which you are going to see in every candidate's platform, which they are supporting. There are some associations they are supporting, so they need to look into those associations, need to look into more into depth at what they are representing, what their values are. Are those values going to match with the values of themselves or the values of the community as a whole? So do all that homework, do that research, and vote wisely. And it doesn't matter that if you vote for me, go out and vote. That's the most important thing which counts. Like that's the most important part that which we have that right, and we should definitely we should use that.
Great. And the last question, is there anything else you would like to say to the audience at Bullet Point News?
It's I think that it's just my connection as well, that my wife, and my three daughters, actually we all moved to Stouffville. So I'm a resident of Stouffville. We moved to Stouffville in 2018. And we are new. We are, as compared to other candidates, it will come out that is I'm recently new to Stouffville. But when we moved to Stouffville, we fall in love. We fall in love with the community, and we grew a deep connection here with this beautiful community and with the people of Stouffville. So I think that what I'm getting at is that I am the resident. I am living here, and when I moved here and I saw that what's going on in the last couple of years, that's where I decided to run. And that's a major reason that for me to run is to bring the leadership, is to bring the true leadership in education and in accountability, which this town deserves. So we have to have a voice which can bring, once again, that open communication, which can establish that confidence and trust of the people of Stouffville.
Great. Thanks, Asim, and good luck.
Thank you so much, Queenie. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.